What's up, guys and girls and other? Can I restart that? No, we're going to keep going. Fuck it. Okay, anyway. Welcome back to another episode of Heather Whatever. Clearly, I'm unstable today. And so just a remind you guys, we only have one episode a week. This is going to be the second week we're doing it, and we're only going to have one episode next week. And then we should be hopefully back to 2 weeks an episode. That's the goal. So just bear with us. Also, this podcast is brought to you by the Heather Presley, and you can check our stuff out at theheatherpresley.com. As you guys know, I stopped vaping, and Nick just hit it. My initial reaction was to go and breathe it on.
Suck in some of the after smoke.
Yeah, it's not fair.
It's okay. A week later, you're still better than Nick because you quit.
Yeah.
And he's still over there on that robot dong.
4 days.
Yep.
4 days. So,
well, we're assuming when this show comes out that she would have been like a week.
Yeah.
You know?
Fucking way to pump your girl up, huh?
Yeah. I guarantee by the next time we do this, I won't be doing it either. So.
Oh, you won't be? Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Gordy, I bet
right.
you $25.
Put money on me, Gordy. I would put money on me, Gordy.
On you?
No, on me, not on me quitting.
What Heather, what's your bet? That he's not going to quit?
Yeah, by when this show comes out.
So this show will come out like 2 weeks from the day we recorded it.
Mm-hmm.
So,
dude.
All right. 2 weeks, you got it?
Yep. Dude,
I'll mark the date
easy.
down.
Easy.
If you say so, I'll put money on you.
Yeah, I would.
All right.
I would have quit a long time ago, but she kept buying them.
Definition of quit, though, is like no slips. Like it's done.
100%.
Not
throw it away.
Yeah.
I'm there.
Okay.
I'm there.
Throw it away. Don't have it around you. Yep. I'm telling you. Worst thing.
I bet you one open bin box, Gordy. I have to get you one if I lose, and then you have to get me one if I.
Yeah. All right.
And it doesn't matter what's in it.
You still got my old lady sweatshirts, I think, too, in your garage.
You can come and get those along with all the other shit I have in my garage.
You told me they were old lady sweatshirts.
I didn't say they were
Sonic Care. They were Sonic Care toothbrushes, babe.
Yeah.
Why are you lying?
No, they weren't.
Shut up.
I'm just kidding.
She wouldn't do me like that. I know.
No.
Not when it comes to open bins. That's serious business.
It is. Because I know he would give me one. I wouldn't need to.
For sure. I'd give you half the box. I don't need all that shit. Yeah. I just buy it for the thrill.
I feel like you don't like me anymore.
Okay.
I'm being serious.
We just had an episode where you talk shit about me the whole time, and you're wondering why I don't like you right now? Jesus.
No, it's like before the episode. I
forgot. That was last week.
I'm
still mad from last week.
I feel like you're just like sick of me. Is there anything you want to address?
No,
honey?
I don't.
Okay. You sure?
I'm
well,
sure.
you guys are like working like now. Together. Like,
yeah.
Like Heather's in the office all the time now. So
can you say that louder for the people in the back?
Yeah. Like Heather's in the office all the time now.
Yeah.
So like there's no break.
Yeah. There's no break. That's exactly right.
Ew. Watch us get like, I'm going to come on here and be like, we separated.
Yeah.
Nick's living with Gordy in the shack.
Yeah. I get you got to split custody with me on the
got
podcast.
His wish. He's now a mountain bum.
2 episodes a week. One's with me, one's with her.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, exactly.
If you keep this up, that's what's going to be happening, Nikki.
Okay.
Okay, so Nick found some TikTok videos.
Yeah.
And one we're not going to play. We're just going to talk about it because I think it's really fucking awesome. And
which one?
Take it away.
Which one?
The
one where the guy got the chick.
The worst story you've ever told a girl to make her like you.
Yeah, like what's the worst story or what's the worst thing you've ever done to get a chick to like you or to get a chick in bed?
In bed to go to sleep or in bed to hook up?
To fuck.
Okay.
Or I guess, I don't know, just to get a girl. I mean, I don't know. Maybe they thought they wanted them, but then they realized they didn't. You know how that goes. You meet a girl and you're like, oh, I think I like this one. And you're like, nope, I don't like this one.
Yeah.
So that deal, and I think Gordy said he had a story. So
I have a story.
You want me to say what the guy said? He said he met a girl.
Because it will make mine seem less fucked up.
Okay, good. He had this guy met. He like had this chick that he wanted to meet, and he told her he started to kind of hang around with her, and he had told her that he had cancer and that he was dying, and that he was going to be within the next few years, could be shorter, and that was his way of like getting in. And she felt sorry for him. It was a pity fuck, but so eventually, like he was like living at his parents' house, and he was like, yeah, I had to move into my friend's house because I didn't want my parents to see me dying like this. And so she came over, she fucked him, and like everything, it worked. And
She's
then
like, you're strong for being on chemo.
Yeah, I know. And then the podcast guy was like, so are you still with her? Did you talk to her? He's like, no, I died. And like, so she thought he died, and so they never talked again.
Fun. That's brilliant. That's actually brilliant, especially because he put it all the way to the death.
That's a lot of bad juju that you're putting in. So I don't like talk. I would never want to say something like that.
Yeah. So I had.
No, I wouldn't.
You 100% would do that if the opportunity presented itself.
No, I wouldn't.
That's a free ghost.
I would never. I would just ghost. I didn't need to say I was dying.
You got your friends to send her like a fake obituary and everything.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, such a great
just
guy.
To be fucked up, just to do that.
Do like a full-on funeral.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Oh man.
And the parents couldn't go because they were just couldn't handle
devastated.
it. Mm-hmm.
It's just like it's just all his boys there, fucking like laughing the whole time that he wanted us to be happy.
They're all trying to get with her because they're trying to like be the like we need to console her.
They're doing the wedding crashers where they go funeral crashing. That shit was genius. That was so funny. Okay, so what's your fucked up story?
So I had like legitimately, and it was an ex girlfriend. I was like early in high school. Anyway, she actually later on in life, like she unfortunately was killed, and she was killed by this crazy like ex-boyfriend that she had, right? And we really didn't talk that much.
Hold on. Can you say that again?
So she was killed by a crazy ex-boyfriend, murder-suicide situation. Murder-suicide situation.
What?
Shot her. Yep, nuts. Anyway, that's the backstory to make the premise how I used said story. No. So that's
not with her dead body. I'm saying, did you?
No. Hold on. I needed to set up the backstory of the story because she was the premise of the story. So then, fast forward a few years later, I'm with my buddies. We're up in like Central California, and we're going out with these girls. Well, my buddies start asking questions about somehow the one who had passed away came up, right? And they start asking questions, and the way they're asking them is like they're really kind of like cruel and how they're asking, right? And so the one girl who I was trying to get like her attention, she's like, oh, you guys shouldn't be saying stuff like that. And so I took that as an opportunity to feel like,
you dirty dog,
like I feeling like I was heard. Like I was like looking out the window all sad looking, like pretending to well tears up in my eyes to remember that I have this soft spot for this person. So this other person.
God. And it worked.
It really didn't work because she took us to a strip club anyway. She was driving us to a strip club, and I don't know what the rest of that night.
Yeah.
But anyway,
at least you had to go to a strip club with some bitches.
Yeah. It was anyway. It was an interesting. But I did. That was my play. I used that because I really at that point I was over it. But I used that trying to like fake some emotion.
Did you cry? Did you cry a little bit?
I tried. I had to try to get some tears. I was like trying to pinch my legs and my eyes would like
Did it feel like she was like buying it?
Oh, she was buying it. Yeah, she was buying it. It probably would have worked had we not been going to a strip club.
Explain to me, act like I'm her and you're talking. How did you go about it? Were you like I love
I just answered no. I just answered their questions briefly. I was like, yeah, that's what happened. And then I just kind of looked out the window and was kind of like trying to get life.
Yeah.
I was trying to get some tears welling up.
Yeah.
Oh, not my best moment.
Oh man. Wow. That's pretty bad. That is pretty bad. What about you, babe? Anything? You didn't need to tell a story. They were all probably telling you fucking sob stories.
I don't know. It's not fair, you guys. I don't have any like out of control.
Yeah.
I have my El Pollo Loco story.
Yeah. That one was good, though.
I don't think I shared that, right?
Yeah, you did. Wait, the one about which one? The alien guy?
No.
Which one's El Pollo Loco?
It's the other guy.
Which one? I think you did. Oh, you're talking about the one that what's her name set you up with?
No, I'm going to tell you guys a story, okay?
Okay.
This is just like a date, going on a date story. So I had just moved to California and Los Angeles, okay? And I lived in Santa Monica. And I met this guy who I don't even remember, I can't even remember how, but I met this guy and he was going to take me on a date. Now, keep in mind, I didn't know anything about California. And in Maui, Hawaii, we don't have what everyone has here. As far as we have a McDonald's, and Taco Bell, Jack in the Box, Burger King, things like that, but we don't have anything else. Okay. I don't even think we had a KFC back then. So this guy was going to take me out to dinner. And I was like, oh, where are we going? He's like, do you like Mexican food? And I didn't know if I liked Mexican food because I don't think I even had Mexican food growing up. Wow, so I lied and was like, yeah, I love it. I don't even know what it was. So I want you to picture that, okay? I have no idea anything about California. Never had
the taco and the I have the taco.
Yep.
Tortillas.
Enchilada.
Yeah.
So he goes to pick me up and I'm like, okay, I'm in the car. Now I'm wearing it's very important for you guys to know what I'm wearing. I'm wearing a black dress that's kind of short, not short it's not as long as my fingers to the side. It's shorter than that. Okay. It's a little black dress. I don't remember what shoes I'm wearing. And I'm all done up, right? Because I'm going on a date. And so I get picked up and I'm in the car and I'm like, where are we going? And he's like, I'm taking you to El Pollo Loco. And I'm like, ooh, that sounds so fucking fancy. I've never been there.
Was he good looking?
So he wasn't.
Yes or no?
Yes and no. He's not my type because he's blonde, blue eyes.
But he was springing for the good chicken, so.
Yeah.
But he was very charming, his personality. But this story isn't even about him; it's about me. So
I know.
He takes me to El Pollo Loco. So the whole time in the car, I'm like, I'm going to this really nice restaurant. I'm going to try Mexican food. This is going to be so nice.
How was he dressed?
How he always normally dresses? I don't know. Just
no, but I mean, he wasn't dressed fancy or anything.
No.
Wait, so you said how he always dresses? So you saw him more than once?
He had I dated him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we dated for a while.
You kept dating after El Pollo Loco?
Yeah.
Fucking damn right she did.
But
Jesus,
here's why I felt like it wasn't a turnoff. I felt like I was a turnoff. So I'm getting there. So like I said, I lived in Santa Monica and we were going to Hollywood because we were going to go to dinner and then I was going to walk the strip because I didn't get to do that.
Took you all the way to Hollywood for El Pollo Loco?
Damn, you fucking got off the fucking boat and started dating right away, didn't you?
Yeah. It wasn't right away.
How did you meet him?
I can't remember. I met him through some friends, in Santa Monica, briefly. And then it just kind of, I think I ran into him again and we just hit it off. I don't know. And so he was an actor too. And so when I told my mom who I was going on a date with, he used to be in soap shows, and my mom loved this. So she knew exactly who he was. And she's like, he seems like a really nice guy, whatever.
Yeah, he seems like a really nice guy in those soap opera shows.
Exactly.
Yeah, he's so nice.
I know.
Some douchebag.
So
the side buster in those shows, yeah.
So we're going to El Pollo Loco, the one in Hollywood Boulevard. Now I don't know anything about Hollywood because like I said, I've only driven on the strip, but I've never got to walk it and go to places in there. And the homeless is kind of bad there, right? So they're kind of weird about their bathrooms. Just want to start that off, okay?
Yeah.
So we go in, and I'm realizing when we walked in, this is not a restaurant. This is you order your food, and then you go and get it when it's ready and sit at the table, right? So things are starting to click now, where I'm like, okay, and everything was so foreign to me. And so I got a salad, okay? And then a side of chicken or whatever, I remember it. So I got a salad and a side of I don't know, chicken legs or something. And we get our food, and we go to sit down, and we're eating. And I finish my food, and then I start to not feel good. I'm something's fucking off here. I don't know what it is. I'm not feeling good.
Maybe I should have swallowed
so
the bone.
Yeah, I'm trying not to like show or like feed into the fact that I wasn't feeling good. Like my stomach was just, oh my gosh, it was getting like worse and worse and worse. And we sat there for like an hour and just like talked about a bunch of stuff, like random stuff, you know? And then all of a sudden I'm like, I have to go to the bathroom. Right? Something doesn't feel right. But he's talking. So I'm trying to like get out of the conversation. Because when you're on a date, you don't want to be like, I'm going to the bathroom, right? I don't know. And so he would not shut the fuck up. And I was like, it's happening. Okay. Like it's going down right here in this seat because he's not like giving me an opportunity to be like, I need to get the fuck up and get into that bathroom. And so I shit myself a little bit.
Oh my God.
Now, what was I wearing?
Dress.
A little black dress. Okay. And I'm like, how the fuck am I going to get up now to go to the bathroom? Because it's like Hershey squirts. It was like, there's no way, like I couldn't hold it in. Like, you know, when your stomach is that fucked up, it's just, I don't know if you've been there, but it's just, you can't hold it in.
Yeah.
And so he gets up to go get a napkin or something. So I get up and go to the bathroom. Now in Hollywood, they're weird about their bathrooms because of the homeless. You have to go get a fucking coin, not a quarter, like a coin to put it in there to get into the bathroom. And the bathroom and where you like order food is pretty far away from each other. So I'm like freaking out because now I feel like I have shit running down my legs, like for real. Like this is not a joke. Like I'm in a really fucked up situation. So I somehow like walk past him to go get a coin. And I go into the bathroom and I like realized in that moment, like I literally shit all over myself. Like sit down and get the rest out, right? Because you have to. Oh. And then I'm like, how do I go back out there? Like I have to throw my underwear away. Like it's like a mess. I had to wash my dress in the sink of El Pollo Loco in Hollywood Boulevard. And I'm like doing all this shit. And I'm like, I can't go back out there. And then now I'm thinking, I've been in here so long. Now he knows I'm taking a shit. Yeah. So many things are like just so fucked up in this situation. So I like get all cleaned up and I'm drying my dress under the hand thing, you know, the motion sensor thing. And I'm like trying to dry it as much as I can to like get out. So I walk out and I'm like, I think I need to go home. Like I'm not feeling good. And he like didn't really say anything. And then he's like, okay, so like we clean up, we get in the car. And I don't know if like he for sure saw the shit down my legs. Like there's no way. Like it was adamant I was shitting on myself. And so we get in the car and he's like, hey, did you like, he's laughing, right? And he like confronted me about it. And I was honest. I was like, yeah, I literally like shit myself in El Pollo Loco. And I was like, you didn't tell me I had to get a quarter to go to the bathroom. Like he explained like everything that was happening. And I thought he was never going to talk to me again. Cause that's like such a turnoff, right? Like, no. But no, I should have known that was a red flag. Motherfucker talked to me and then turned out to be insane, you guys. Like super possessive and like psycho. Like it was overwhelming. Like couldn't go anywhere. Like couldn't do anything. Like I was like trapped. And so that was that whole situation.
Wow.
But
the problem is you went back to him. Like who goes on a date to El Pollo Loco? I don't understand that. I can't get over that.
Well, I didn't know at the time. Like, no, and I never told people, like, he took me to El Pollo. I just was like, yeah, the day was whatever. I shit myself. Like, you know? Yeah. I wasn't like in detail.
Oh, dude, my God. You had that pussy out afterwards. Did you throw your underwear away? I bet some bum found your underwear and fucking loved that shit. I smelled that shitty underwear mixed in with that puss.
Oh, God.
Fucking loved it.
Oh man, that's awful. Wow. What was the other one as you segue away from this?
I feel like you guys didn't like that story. It was like all crickets. Was it too long of a story?
No, it was disgusting.
Oh,
yeah, it's perfect.
Yeah.
What was the other?
All I could do is like, I kept picturing it, and it just like, yeah. I mean,
I guess I just can't get over El Pollo Loco in general. So maybe because you guys were planning on walking the Hollywood Strip after, it was just like, oh, we're going to grab something quick to eat nearby and then walk the strip. Like the highlight of the date shouldn't have been El Pollo Loco, right?
Well, no, if I didn't fucking shit myself, like, and I wasn't down to have sex or anything, you know, I felt uncomfortable. Like, I didn't have underwear on, which made me feel even worse. Like, I didn't feel safe. So I needed to get home, you know?
Yeah.
Right.
That's, I've never had anything like that happen. That's pretty disgusting, to be honest with you. That's pretty bad.
And shocker, that one didn't work out.
Yeah.
Oh, what a shame.
I bet he liked it that you shit on yourself, because then he's like, I'm really going to possess. I'm going to like
He's
really.
the guy, I told you about this. He's the guy that like would watch old women porn, remember? I told you about it.
Oh, yeah.
It's him. This guy was a trip, you guys. Like, he's one of the most bizarre people I've ever, like, it's not like I have regrets.
You've had some fucking bizarre dudes. The alien guy.
The alien guy, was never hooked up with him, so that doesn't count. But this guy, I was intimate with.
Even your, you know.
What?
Your ex. I mean, he was pretty bizarre too. Which one?
My ex-husband?
Yeah.
Well,
he was pretty bizarre.
But
he was pretty bizarre.
There's a reason.
Why? Oh, yeah.
Like he it wasn't like he was born that way. These other two, on the other hand,
that's what you get when you're dating Hollywood, though. Like that's
this guy was like super possessive and like weird, and he was like, he didn't want me to like get trapped in like the like Los Angeles lifestyle, which I didn't comprehend because I was so innocent. Like, I came from a little island, like I didn't know. And I would catch him, like, back then I was insecure. Like, porn like bothered me in relationships.
Wait,
like,
how long were you with him?
I don't know, a couple months.
You would catch him, and you were only together a couple months, and you were catching him watch granny porn?
Yeah. Not like,
what the fuck?
Not like he just was very comfortable with himself. He was, so I went through his like Facebook and he liked older women.
Yeah.
Like older women. And I was
like, he was a soap opera star. That's why.
You know what happened to him since?
No.
Because, you know, those soap operas, you got those old fucking, like, grandma MILFs that, like,
exactly.
You know what I mean? And he was probably just really into that. He was probably fucking them all the time.
Fan mail. Yeah.
Probably was.
Because those girls, those fucking women, old ladies are probably, like, fucking disrespect me in any way you can. Fucking slap me while you fuck. Like, I bet they're fucking crazy. You know what's funny is when you're like, if you do, like, I don't know if you do, but if you watch porn and you're scrolling, every once in a while you'll see one of those fucking grandma clips, and it fucking grosses me out. It's disgusting. It is so disgusting. I'd rather fucking jerk off over.
This guy like loved those, and I went through his phone history, and it was like grandma porn with Big Bush. After, like, it was just so overwhelming, and I felt so insecure, and I was like, this is not gonna fucking work for me. And then after, though, no, he started dating an older woman.
Yeah.
But she was pretty. Like, she was probably like in her late 60s, like older, but she was like a Beverly Hills type of a female woman.
That's what he liked.
He liked the women that couldn't shit themselves for age reasons.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
No, he liked the women that's why he liked you, because them old ladies be shitting themselves sometimes. Right. They don't have control of it. They probably took it up their ass fucking 52 times a year, so they, you know, they couldn't fucking deal with it. Little squirt, you know?
A little Pollo Loco kisses.
That's why. What was that other question you had on the other one?
Which one?
It was, would you rather have your spouse read your mind?
If you could read your significant other's mind, would you want to do it anytime, all the time, or only when that person is with their friends?
Yeah. What would I rather have?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. You read my fucking mind anyway, so it really doesn't matter for me.
So we are going to divorce?
What? No. No, I would definitely rather it be when I'm out with my friends, because, you know, dude, we would be fighting all the time if you could constantly hear what somebody's thinking. Like, you know, when you're arguing, you're like, shut the fuck up. You know, you do that sometimes.
Here we go again.
I do not. I do not. I've never said shut the fuck up.
Do you remember when you were taking a shower this morning and you were just sitting there, like, in the shower, just looking like into the abyss?
I had just woke up and it was nice warm water.
I asked him, I was like, what are you thinking about? And he was like, nothing. It's just
you ever just sit there and you're under the hot water and it's freezing and you're just staring and you're like, oh, this feels so good.
No, you're like, fuck my
completely
wife.
Blank.
Fuck this bitch over here.
Completely blank.
Working all hard, harder than me. Not vaping anymore. This hoe bag. I would want to read minds all the time. for everybody. I think that'd be sick if we could. Then there's no hiding.
There's no way you would want it all the time.
Would you want to read my mind all the time?
I wouldn't. Fuck no, I wouldn't want that.
Why not?
I wouldn't even want to read it when you're out with your friends.
Yeah, me neither.
I would never want to read someone's mind.
Why? Tell me why.
Just because it doesn't matter who you are. Like, you ever catch yourself sometimes like thinking about something? You're like, God, if someone heard that, they'd fucking crucify me. But it's not that you're just kind of like thinking about stuff. Like, I would never want to read someone's mind because there's stuff you think sometimes that has nothing to do with who you are. It's just kind of goes on in your head. You see something and then you, like, you know, that kind of shit. Like, no, I wouldn't want to read in. No, God, no. That would freak me out, dude.
Would you be like, would I probably kill you if I could read your mind?
No, I'm not saying it's bad, but I'm just saying
100%.
No, it's not. Like, you just wouldn't want to read.
He'd be like in the other room, and I just hear his mind like, yeah, you like that fucking big dick Karen? Like, you like jacking off to porn? And I would know. I'd walk in there and be like, motherfucker. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Because that's what you do in your head.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
Big dick Karen?
No, that's not what I said.
Jesus.
No, I'm saying, like, because don't when guys watch porn, like, they're thinking about it, right? No?
Nope. They're not like, oh, yeah, you fucking like that, you dirty little bitch. Oh, yeah, fuck yeah. You think they're doing that in their head? No, not at all. You're just like, I don't know.
It's like dead silence.
It's like dead silent there. You're just focused. You're like, that's right. That's just, you know.
I like to think of the songs of the Eagles as I'm doing it, you know. The Hotel California. That's what I'm thinking about.
I feel like Nick's mind would just be like, I remember that fucking football game in 1960. Like, that's all you think about. Like,
he's not that old. Jesus.
Yeah, but he's always like going back and like, when people ask him anything that has to do with sports, he has the answer for it, and it's accurate every single time. Like, his brain's just filled with all kinds of stuff.
That's because me and my dad, that's all we do is talk about sports.
Yeah.
I guarantee you, when they're jerking off, you're not thinking about sports.
I think it's probably good that we can't read each other's minds.
Oh, fuck. You wouldn't want to read your wife's mind, right? And
and they're talking about that, like, you know, it's like implant things. They're talking about putting in people's brains, and then you'd be able to read each other's thoughts. And I'm like, no shot.
It's not that there's anything bad or like negative, or it's not like you're thinking, oh, I can't stand nothing like that. I never think stuff like that, but you just wouldn't. What? You don't think stuff like that. I don't. Maybe you do. I'm sure. Oh, I know what you think. You're like, this motherfucker doesn't even fucking. I know that's what goes on in her mind. She can't fucking stand me most of the time. So I don't even have to read her mind to know that. I just fucking know it because I can look at her and I can tell by the way she's acting like, oh, she's fucking talking shit about me in her head right now.
No, I mean, I feel like my brain goes into like weird places. Like, I start to overthink.
Everybody's does though. That's what I'm trying to say. That's why you wouldn't want to hear some of those thoughts. I would never want to hear the stuff that goes in people's minds. I mean, would I want to hear like Gordy's thoughts? I would like to hear Gordy's thoughts.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Yeah.
You know what I would like to do? I would like to.
I talk shit more about you more than your fucking wife does. You fucking crazy shit.
Hey, I'm going to tell you this. I would like to read more people's thoughts, like when they're high, because like,
oh, that'd be sick.
Because I think of some funny shit.
Wait, high on like weed, or are you saying like on fucking meth or like acid?
I want to see. No. I want to see who those homeless people that like talk to themselves like fight with nothing. I would want to like.
Well, they're obviously fighting with something.
Well,
but
yeah,
it's just
I would want to see like.
I don't want none of that dark stuff though. I want the funny stuff. Like,
no,
so I want,
the funny stuff would be with the meth heads, dude.
No, that's crazy.
Oh my God, you'd hear.
I gotta paint this ceiling. I gotta paint this ceiling. Yeah, no. I had
most of them are jerking off all the time. That's what they do. They just fucking can't stop doing it. It's kind of crazy.
I had an aunt who would take methamphetamine and try to paint the ceiling.
Yeah,
she'd paint these lines.
Hey, I knew a girl that every time she would do meth, she thought stuff was in her eyes every single time she thought stuff was in her eyes, and she would she kept trying to pull the stuff out. She pulled all her eyelashes out. Her eyes, she had like scabs all over her eyes right here because her eyeballs were fucked. Dude, it was like the most bizarre thing I've ever seen. Fuck no.
She would paint like a pinstripe on the top of her wall. And if she messed it up, she'd start all over again. Like,
really?
Yeah. And like that was her thing, man. Like the never ending paint line. Dude,
that's how they get, you know.
But no, I would like more like people like high with weed, like on weed.
Yeah.
Or like mushrooms.
or even mushrooms.
With
even though
mushrooms are like acid
too.
or something. Acid would be fun too.
As long as it was a good
really
trip.
Fun.
Yeah.
But no, like there was
acid would be great.
Even ecstasy, yeah.
So like a couple weeks ago, like I had partaken, and I got hungry, right? And so I got one of those, the drumstick ice cream cones. They're shit. And so I'm eating one of those, and I get down to the very end, right? The tip where all the chocolate's in the cone.
You love the tip, don't you?
And
you like, especially that chocolate tip.
And I'm sitting there and I'm contemplating it.
Yeah, especially when the ice cream kind of melts down on it.
And you got a little bit of cream on it. It's all hard.
Not what I was thinking. Not where I was going. And I'm staring at this little cone, and I'm like, you know what?
Love that look.
This would have been really cool if it was like they made just.
Not only would this be cool, but it would feel really good.
Oh, you caught me. And that's a wrap. Yep. Exactly how that one
Sorry, go ahead. I was reading your thoughts.
So
yeah, you read my mind. Congratulations, you did it.
Okay, you got down to the bottom, and then what?
No, I'm like contemplating this thing, and I'm going, it'd be really cool if they just made the tips of drumsticks. And I'm like, then I go, wait, they did. They made a cereal out of that back in the day. And so I'm like, that was I went to my wife 2 minutes later and I said, remember when they made that cereal that was just like the tips of the drumsticks? I guarantee you that guy was high when he did it.
Yeah. But the cereals weren't as good as the real fucking chocolate.
No.
Chip.
She's like, you're dumb. Go to sleep.
Yeah.
So
you might be onto something there. What if you just did bite-sized of those things that are frozen? They got a little tiny little.
I think they make them
vanilla thing on top. You just kind of like the ones from Trader Joe's, but even smaller. Like just a little, like boom, pop them in your mouth, like little ice cream things.
I think they make
kind of like dips. Is that what that's called? Like that size? Isn't it dips? No,
those are the dips. Those are like the dips. The chocolate.
But I'm saying the size of it. And you can
like
buy,
something like that.
Comes with like 30 of them in the box. Yeah.
They make
imagine the dips on top of a little tiny dip.
Muddy Bites. They're called Muddy Bites.
Wait, you found
They make them. Yeah, they're called Muddy Bites. Yeah.
Oh,
they're
wow.
waffle cone snacks, and they're literally they're like
they have like a little ice cream on top, and then a little of the chocolate.
No, it's just the chocolate jammed in the bottom of the waffle cone.
Shit, they do.
Wait, let me see.
You can buy them.
Yeah.
Oh man, you got to have a little ice cream on there too. If you could just
whoever invented those was high when they did it. I'm convinced.
Yeah,
I was when I thought it was a great idea.
Yeah,
and then I shoved the tip in my ass, like Heather said.
Yep.
I know you like that.
Yeah,
just to complete the circle of life.
Yeah. The question is, did you pull it out and eat it afterwards? Because there's the waste of the cone. Oh, it melted in there.
Yeah, his wife
tasted like El Pollo Loco.
Yeah,
he had to squirt it out.
Squirt it out.
Oh Lord!
Wow.
He kept wiping and thought it was shit, but it was still over a few days of just.
You felt what it was like to be a woman. You get a big chocolate stick up your ass, and then the cream came out afterwards. Right?
Pretty much.
Did you get what that said?
I got it.
Yeah, like when a girl gets fucked in her ass, and then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's gonna wrap up this episode. Don't forget this podcast is brought to you by the Heather Presley. You can check out our website at theheatherpresley.com. Use discount code 2023 for 60% off the entire website. Free shipping over $100. And we'll see you guys next week.
You understood that the ice cream was the cum.
Babe, I got that the ice cream was the cum.
Just wanted to make sure.
But if it was like thick and white like that, that's like a dick infection, a yeast infection.
Yeah. Okay.
Then in that case, no, I don't know what that's like.
Yeah.
Do you know what that's like? See you guys next week.
All right.